Tuesday, September 26th and Wednesday, September 27th, Channel One News is traveling to India to explore the country 70 years after its independence from Great Britain. We'll dive into the country's rich history, discuss colonialism, remember its famous leader Gandhi, and talk to the young people ensuring its future. We don't. Make sure you watch Channel One News next week. Hey guys, it's Wednesday, September 20th. Today, our very own hurricane hunter Keith Kosinski is flying into the path of Jose. Plus, how virtual reality in the classroom is boosting your test scores. I'm Emily Repper, and Channel One News starts right now. North Korea, terrorism, Iran, Syria, the list goes on and on. The United Nations has a lot to deal with, and President Trump didn't shy away from any of it. Chris Pittman has more on the president's bold and direct remarks to the world.
Emily, the world was watching as President Trump made his first address to the United Nations General Assembly yesterday morning here in New York City.
Welcome to New York.
He delivered tough talk on North Korea, urging UN world leaders to isolate Kim Jong-un and his expanding nuclear arsenal.
The United States has great strength and patience, but if it is forced to defend itself or its allies, we will have no choice but to totally destroy North Korea.
The president also put pressure on Iran to stop supporting terrorism.
It has turned a wealthy country with a rich history and culture into an economically depleted rogue state whose chief exports are violence, bloodshed, and chaos.
He issued a strong warning to ISIS and other terrorist groups.
We will stop radical Islamic terrorism because we cannot allow it to tear up our nation and indeed to tear up the entire world.
President Trump was elected on the campaign theme America First, but he used his speech in part to ask other nations to work together to confront common threats and dangers.
The Caribbean is getting hit with yet another major storm. Many of the islands are still recovering from Hurricane Irma. Now they are on alert as Hurricane Maria is tearing through the region. The powerful Category 5 Hurricane Maria ripped through several Caribbean islands Wednesday. At least one person was killed. It's now on path to directly hit Puerto Rico, bringing with it 160-mile-per-hour winds. Meanwhile, the eastern coast of the U.S. is dealing with Jose. That storm is expected to bring minor flooding and beach erosion along New Jersey and New England. And hurricane season doesn't look like it's slowing down anytime soon. But what can help is getting critical storm data that can be used to help save lives and forecast the movement of the storm. And you do that by flying right into the eye of the storm. Hurricane hunter Keith Kosinski is in Florida and shows us how it's done.
We're here in Lakeland, Florida with scientists from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration checking out Hurricane Jose, and we're about to fly through it for science.
Meet Kermit the Frog, also known as the Lockheed WP-3D Orion, a plane designed to fly straight into monster hurricanes, and this is its team of hurricane hunters.
We just got done with Hurricane Irma, a big, bad Category 5 hurricane. That was last week. Nothing to do with what we're going to do today. All right, it's a new storm. It's a new day. We're going to treat Jose with every bit of respect it deserves.
Hurricanes can pack winds of more than 200 miles per hour, as fast as a race car, causing deaths and millions of dollars in damage every year.
What is it like flying into a hurricane? You ever ridden a mechanical bull on a roller coaster?
That's exactly what it's like. And that's the best way that I've come to describe it.
Ooh, I feel like popcorn in a microwave right now.
Does anyone ever say, man, you're crazy for doing this?
Never. Nobody ever said, yeah, everybody says that. Everybody says that. But you know what? It's just too much fun.
But this team heads into hurricanes for more than just the thrill.
If you want to understand the real environment inside the storm, you've got to fly into it. And that's exactly what we do.
And to learn what's happening on the ocean's surface, they use these things called dropsondes. They shoot out from the plane, use a parachute to fall into the ocean below, and collect real-time data.
It's got a GPS beacon inside of it, humidity and temperature outside, as well as barometric pressure.
So far, the 2017 hurricane season alone, there have been 13 named storms in the Atlantic. Some are wondering, what role does climate change play in all of this?
We think there's a good chance that it actually has decreased the frequency of tropical storms and hurricanes in the Atlantic, but that the hurricanes that do happen, it is possible for them to reach higher intensities than previously.
Tom Knudsen is a NOAA research meteorologist. He says it's not just the number of storms we have to think about, it's about strength and the amount of rainfall, with Irma clocking record-breaking wind speeds and Harvey dropping record amounts of rain on Texas.
Over the next 100 years, we anticipate, based on our models, that the average intensity of hurricanes will increase by something on the order of 5%.
This latest pack of hurricanes needs to be studied closer for scientists to know, but they'll be looking to see if warmer waters and rising sea levels could make hurricanes stronger. But even small hurricanes pack a hard punch when you blast a plane through them.
We're just moments away from entering Hurricane Jose's eye wall. Maybe it's the most intense part of the storm. Highest wind speeds, crazy amounts of rain, so it's about to get really turbulent. So just to be clear, everyone, I took my motion sickness pills before we got into the eye wall here, so it should be okay.
After several hours of flying in and out of the hurricane and almost losing my lunch many times, we finally make it to clear skies. But for these guys, they've got a busy schedule ahead of them. That's because we're in the peak of hurricane season, and the threat of these storms continue all the way until November. Keith Kosinski, Channel 1 News.
Thanks.